All right, we're seeing if the converse is true, so we have to write it and then see if it's true. And then if it is true, we can write it as a biconditional. Okay, so let's start out by saying if two segments have the same length, then they are congruent. So we could say then if two segments are congruent, then they have the same length. Is that true? Is it true? Yeah, it's true. So I'm going to say true. Now that means that we could then write it as a biconditional. So let's do that. How do we write it as a biconditional? Well, we could say it's the if and only if statement. So let's say, thanks for your patience. Two segments are congruent if and only if they have the same length. Yep. That's how you do it. Let's keep going. If a number is divisible by 20, then it is even. So let's type the converse of that. Hold on. Thanks for your patience. Okay. The converse of that then is if a number is even, then it is divisible by 20. Is that true? I don't like it. I'm going to say false, and I'm going to follow it up with a, I'm sorry about that. I guess you can't see what I'm doing here, but I'm going to follow that up with a counterexample, which is what's counterexample? Number is even, then it's divisible by 20. 4 is not divisible by 20. Okay, so we can't write the biconditional for this because it's got to be, the converse has to be true as well. So let's keep going. Let's say, what about in the United States, if it is July 4th and it's Independence Day? Let's say the converse of that is in the United States. I'm going to say US to save time. In the US, if it is Independence Day, then it is July 4th. Well, the only day of independence in the United States is July 4th, so I'm going to go out, I'm going to say that's true. Okay? In the United States, if it's Independence Day, then it's July 4th. So then we should be able to write it as a biconditional. And how would we write that? We would say in the US, sorry for the delay here. In the US, it is Independence Day if and only if it is July 4th. That's it. That's the solutions for these.